Speaking of sweaters, I haven't put this sweater on in a really long time.
Am I going to be covered in glitter too?
No, the glitter doesn't rub off. It's just sparkly. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Relation Chat, our weekly after show about our podcast, Relationship. We are your hosts, the Critellis. I'm Marko.
And I'm Tony.
Cheers to another week. We're so excited to be back.
Happy Wednesday, y'all.
Happy Wednesday. Oh gosh, thank you guys so much for joining us for another week. We are so excited to be here, and what an amazing episode, huh?
It was a good one.
I really enjoyed this one. Shout out to our Strongmen #gay relationship goals for the week. We're so excited to be able to highlight you both. Make sure you tune into the episode of the podcast so that you could learn a little bit more about them. But I was so excited to highlight them.
I hope they appreciate what they did and they don't come beat us up.
I'm sure they won't beat us up because, you know, that's gay on gay crime. You can't do that. That's
They
bad.
look like they could bench press our entire apartment.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. Which is great. So this episode this week was about teamwork and the concept of working in unison and creating a synergy in your relationship. It was very interesting for us. I think a little bit tense at times during the episode.
It definitely led to some interesting conversation after the show, that's for sure.
Sure. It was great. We read two articles, one of which was by theodysseyonline.com. It was this very interesting article that we read that was very short and sweet and to the point, but they essentially talked about the concept of being a teammate and like working together. There was this one section of the article that I talked about on the episode of the podcast, but I did want to highlight one more time here, where the writer says, in relationships, you must place your significant other above yourself, but still maintain a healthy balance to do what is best for yourself. You cannot love someone fully if you do not take care of yourself. Hearing their desires, their wants, and their fears allows you to experience your significant other more deeply and love them in a way that is more intimate than superficial puppy love. And I thought that that was great. I talked about another part of it during the episode where they were saying you have to like fully give yourself to be able to understand and be selfless, be able to understand how to be a good teammate. But I thought that that was really worth mentioning as well.
I like the part that talked about how, like, even after the honeymoon phase, you still can have those, like, honeymoon phase feelings, like getting flowers, making dinner, that sort of stuff. But that they really highlighted the fact that honeymoon phase, those cute little things that you do, won't get you through a fight.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And so it's about teamwork, it's about communication, it's not about apologizing and giving flowers.
Nope, not at all.
You can maybe smooth over what you repay with the flowers later, but you have to repay first.
Yeah, but sometimes, like, just give flowers just because, not because you fucked up. Like, I think that that's, like, really important within itself. Like, I think that just doing that is, like, super helpful. So the next article that we read, which was on progressiveplus.com, this was a very, very dense article.
It was super good.
It was incredible, but we took the very last part of the article, which was a bunch of questions that they asked us. And what question out of those sets of questions that were on there, I think there was a total of 7 of them, which one really affected you or hit you the most or made you think a lot?
What do you need to bring to the relationship table? And I think that was the one where I said, I really want us both to answer for ourselves and each other. I think it was that one. There were a couple that were similar. But it was that concept of not only did I wonder what I needed to bring, but I wanted to know what you wanted me to bring. And I wanted you to know what I wanted you to bring. Because I know what you want to bring, but I wanted you to know what I wanted. And I thought I knew what you needed me to bring, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was definitely a very good question. The one that I think meant the most to me was, what's one step you can take to improve your ability to compromise? And I think that just even thinking about that was super helpful, right? Like, how can we just get the fuck over ourselves and just be better and and just be better for each other. I think that was like super helpful.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That was really meaningful for me. We are going to post the links to these articles in our Instagram stories, so you all will have access to them at some point in time. We very much so implore you all to take a look at them and figure out some things. And please write in and let us know how you and your partners are teammates in your relationships as well, and what works for you or what doesn't work for you, so that maybe we can create a conversation around it so we can help each other out.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I love it. Let's hop right into our hashtag gay relation. I'm sorry, our listener situation. Brain fart.
Hi guys, I'd like to stay anonymous if that's okay because of the situation I'm in. My two best friends are gay, and they met each other for the first time at my birthday party a little over a year ago. I wasn't trying to play matchmaker or anything, but they hit it off immediately. I'm very close to both of them, and recently I started suspecting that one was cheating on the other.
Ooh.
There are just some things that he's doing and avoidant behavior that I'm seeing. I don't know what to do. Do I confront him and see what he says? Do I tell my other friend of my suspicions? Maybe I get them together and we all three talk. Oh, no, not that one. I just don't know what to do. Please help. So no, not that one, not the third one. No, do not get them all together. The three of you, no. And I also don't like that whole idea of like taking someone to like either their favorite restaurant or just anywhere in public so that they can't have an emotional reaction. Like, I think that's so damaging to humans and so disrespectful. Like, no, have the uncomfortable conversation in the place where they can experience the full range of their emotions, because if you've ever been on the other end of that, it's not nice to have to flee a scene because you're overcome with emotions. It would be nice to be able to sit there and talk through that. Having said that, yeah, this is a sticky situation.
I don't think you should do anything. I think in the letter they say that they suspect that one of them is cheating on the other, but there's no like proven evidence of any of that happening. And Dan Savage says all the time, like, if it's not your business, don't make it your business. Like, it's not your business. And now, if you know for a fact that, one is cheating on the other and you are 100% fully aware of who the other person is, and and you've seen them out and you saw them making out, or you happen to walk in on them doing it, like, then you can have that conversation because there's something to have the conversation about. But right now, this is all just speculation.
This is interesting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just speculation. So I just don't think you should do anything at all, because why start alerting your partner on something that you don't know to be true and then giving them all types of anxiety and wondering and confusion behind a situation that you don't know to be 100% true. All you would end up doing is stirring a pot and creating drama in a relationship over something that you don't know it for a 100% fact.
This is interesting to me. You have been on the other end of this, and I'm actually frankly surprised to hear you say that. So you wouldn't want your friend to look out for you or to ask some questions or anything like that? Like you said Dan Savage says, if it's not your business, don't make it your business. But by being two best friends, doesn't that make it her business?
Yes, but
I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, but there's not hard evidence. If there was hard evidence, then I would say yes, then you can have that conversation. But all you're going to do right now is just create doubt in their relationship, and then you're going to become a wrecker of their relationship for no reason. Even if it is true, you're still going to become a wrecker in some capacity. So maybe you just avoid doing that right now until you have hard facts.
Interesting.
That's all I think.
It's a very difficult situation.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But thank you so much for writing in. Make sure you tune into our podcast, Relationship, so that you can hear the other listener situation for the week. It's a good one too, I promise you. We're going to end it right there, but we want to thank you all so much for tuning in and being a part of this really important conversation. Make sure you write us. We are relationshipquestions@gmail.com. It always happens that way. Again, it's the wine. It makes me all feel warm and fuzzy.
I think it's the sweater.
Relationshipquestions@gmail.com. That'll be great. So you can write in and talk to us a little bit about what's going on. And then tune in to our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages. We are at Pod Relationship. we would love to hear from you there as well. We'll talk to you all soon, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.